Listen, when it comes to the year we just had, a lot of people are saying you couldn't pay me to go through 2024 again. Absolutely not. Get somebody else to do it. Listen, it is your girl Candy Hustle, and you are now tuned in to Dope Chick with Ambition podcast. Let's go. Welcome to episode 120. Sorry for the wait, DCWA fam. But listen, I know that everybody was like, where is the wrap up? Where is the rewind? 2024 is almost out of here. Candy, what happened this year? It was a blur for me. It was a blur for you. But a lot of stuff went on. And I just want to thank you guys for rocking with me and just being here. I had an amazing year. I know I told you that I wanted to be on YouTube, but I couldn't find the right spot. And for me, being able to present my podcast visually on video, like on a YouTube platform, is very important. And so just because it didn't happen when I wanted it to happen doesn't mean that it's not going to. So I'll see you soon. I'm not going to give up, but I still wanted to go ahead and continue on with my podcast because can't stop, won't stop. And we're not going to talk about the person who, well, no, we are going to talk about the person who said that, but can't stop, won't stop will always be the motto. So listen, y'all, 2024 Rewind is here. I'm calling it the year of the GASP because, oh my God, I want to make sure that we touch on as many of the topics that had us just like, OMG, as possible. 2024 kicked in the door, waving all types of weaponry. Like, it was just like, they wanted all smoke this year for whatever reason. They just wanted to come in swinging. So we are 2 weeks away from year 2025. And on January 20th, Trump will return as our president. Let us pray. Sprinkle a little of the holy water on the nation, please. And however, I just want to also encourage everybody not to live in fear as we enter into the new term with the new president. Guys, this will be the last term that he's able to run, and I'm thankful. But
God willing.
Yeah, and that voice, we all know who that is. I have brought Kevin Terrell back. We're going to go through 2024. Are you ready?
I am. What's up, Candy? Thank you for having me back.
Come closer to the mic because you know how you do. You like to lean back and
I like
then
to
lean up.
Back, get comfortable when
Right.
I'm talking about the shit.
Yeah. And you know we can't do that.
Okay.
So look, first I want to ask you, how is your mental health?
I am better now that we're out of November. November
wow.
was hell.
Yeah, November was a lot, even though that's my birthday month. But November.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I mean, you told me on time.
I did, but I'll take you here too.
Thank you. You know I like to run it all year as a Scorpio.
Okay, listen, I'm not mad.
Thank you. So on a scale of 1 through 10, can you rate it?
My mental health, I'd probably say, is about a 7 right now.
At a 7?
About a 7. A solid 7.
Okay. I'll say mine is at an 8.
Okay.
I'm feeling good. I don't have any like stress or any complaints or anything that I'm just overwhelmed about. Mm-hmm. So I feel really good. So
well, that's good.
I'm thankful.
Going into 25 with a strong 8 is definitely great.
Mm-hmm. I will say. So, and I do want to just take a moment to say how grateful I am. I had like a praise break in my apartment, and I just was like thankful that I have everything. I don't have any like I don't have any like things that I just need. I have all of my needs. It's a lot of wants that I want. Like, you know, I went to Linux, like I was telling you the other day, and I just I ended up in the wrong wing.
Gucci.
I was in the Gucci wing, Prada, and I was desiring things, and I was just like, where are my millions? And God's like, just be patient, my child. They're on the way, and that type of stuff. But everything else I have, you know, shelter, my vehicle, my health. I'm in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally.
That's so funny because I was telling somebody that the other day that I feel like this is the most mentally stable and emotionally I think I've ever been in life.
Oh, wow, really? Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah. That is really good. So you just have to take a moment and be thankful for that. It's a lot of people who don't have that space. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times you prayed for things that you have now, so you have to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
I remember it was times I was sofa surfing. I was on the floor, and it was just like, yo.
I think my biggest lesson for 24 was I had to take accountability. I had to take accountability for the things that the situations I placed myself in that I knew weren't right. I had to grow in some situations. So once I started to take the accountability, I was able to take account of what I needed to change.
And that's big of you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So we are going to go ahead and proceed and not dwell too much on us. Let's go ahead and get in the business of others. But before we rush into that, I do want to ask you, what are some words or phrases that you want to leave in 2024?
I think my top one is Republican and Democrat. I am so tired of hearing either one of those words ever again. But definitely cap. I think that is just a stupid word. I think it's just stupid.
That was created down here in the South.
I hate cap.
You hate cap?
I hate cap.
Okay.
I hate cap and I hate fam.
Fam?
Fam.
That's up north for it. We always said fam.
I hate
You
fam.
never heard of fam?
It's come down here. Yeah, I heard of fam. I thought we left it up north. I'm in the South now. But it's making its way around because everybody in the club is fam now.
Yeah. Everybody in the club.
In the club.
Well, for me, it's more of like the trendy words for me.
Okay.
Because fam is just like, that's just a word that's always going to be a part of my vocab. Like, what up, fam?
Okay.
What's good, fam? Like, that's just fam. You can never take fam away. But, like, diabolical. Because I think people don't use it correctly anyway. Like, this girl has said it. She was just like, this is diabolical. And I'm like, no, that should be diabolical because his acts were diabolical. Like, it was a sentencing. Somebody had, someone had, the guy from Superfly, he had raped and he was like drugging and raping those women. And he got like a heavy sentencing. It wasn't harsh. It was accurate. And so the girl was in the comments and she was like, this sentencing was diabolical. And I was like, did you see his charge? Did you see his crimes?
It's always weird to me when I see women defend rapists. And I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah. I think that they just do it either because they don't really read the charges, for one, or they don't care.
A lot of people, when it comes to certain things in life, until it's at your front door or in your own circle, it's removed from you. So as far as being emotionally connected to it, you're not.
Exactly. So it was wild to see that. So I want that word to stay in 2024.
Okay. No more diabolicals.
Demure, which was voted as Word of the Year by dictionary.com. And it was so crazy because that word it's always been in the dictionary and it was tucked away, just chilling. And then also it was a part of the LGBT community.
Very mindful. Yeah. Very demure.
They always use that word.
Okay.
The transgender would use it, and now it's just being abused.
Shocking. Something that was used in the gay community being overused by everyone else.
Once it got onto like the BuzzFeed.
Got onto the BuzzFeed and the TikToks.
The TikTokers, and that was in the office.
Very demure.
I said, it was on my Zoom meeting. I'm laughing like, what are y'all talking?
Okay.
Once it hits the workspace, I'm like, now what are y'all talking?
Okay. Once the Karens start doing the dances, we done with it.
We're done. Narcissist.
That's up there with gaslighting to me. I hate that word.
Gaslighting. Because I don't think it's being used correctly because it starts making you think like, well, am I a narcissist?
I think that people feel like when you set a boundary or you don't allow them to treat you certain type of ways or you tell them they're automatic, oh, you're gaslighting me because, no, you can't talk to me like that.
Right.
How you could speak to me a year ago is not how you can speak to me now. I'm not the same person.
Right. So those are just some words I feel like should stay in 2024 because they're being overly used incorrectly.
Yes.
That's the reason why.
Please research your words before you use them.
iPhone has made it really easy for you to look up the word before you use it.
Okay.
I really look up words before I use it to make sure I'm using it correctly.
Because
you can highlight it and it says look up, right?
Shout out to iPhone because they also allow you to turn things professional. Because, baby, I cuss somebody out and I click turn professional. I said, oh, Oh,
Wait,
okay.
it does?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's updating
You can put
my
all
phones.
kind of B's and H's and MFs, and all of a sudden you say, make it professional. And they say, I don't think you did this very nicely, and my feelings are hurt.
Wow. You know what? I refuse updates all the time because it takes up space. And so one time it happened like a thief in the night. It did an update.
Oh.
It took up a lot of space. And I usually get the highest, what is it called? What type?
The updates?
No, not the updates. I usually get that gigabytes,
Okay.
right? I usually get the highest one. But for some reason, it just caught me. And this was like a really big iOS. And I was like, who told you? And I couldn't take it off. And it was crazy.
Ain't no removing it. Once it's there, it's there.
Once it's there, it's there.
All right.
All right. Now, I don't mind Crash Out. I want that to go into 2025 because, I like a little bit of crashing out.
Are you going to be crashing out in 25, Candy?
Buckle your seatbelt, bitches.
Listen, I'm ready.
Now, I feel as though, like, people were saying that people over a certain age shouldn't say crash out because we're jive turkeys. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not born in the 70s.
Okay.
You gotta know your eras.
Okay.
In 1982, babies, we were raised in the 90s. We can say crash out.
We can.
If you were born in the 60s and the 70s, that's jive turkey talk. Know your eras.
We used to say things like bussing.
Yeah.
Bussing.
Like, please.
Speaking of bussing, this year started out bussing. Cat Williams.
Oh, and we about
Kicked
to
the door in January.
We about to get into that right now. Let's get into it. So, January is our first month. We're gonna start with Club Shay Shay and
Let's start
Kev.
out with that shout out to Cat Williams because let me tell you, listen, baby oil, jail cases, and outings were not on my bingo card for 2024. But Cat Williams told us in January this was gonna be a year to remember.
He said he deemed it the year of exposure.
He did.
He said that it's going to be a lot of revealing, and he had his drink, but the drink was not motivating. What he was saying, it was just like, I'm just sipping, but I'm just keeping it real. If
And
you
he
look
has
at the
not disappointed.
scene, he spoke about phase on and called phase on a fat, phase on lie. He spoke about Ricky Smiley, and he also said, I don't know why liars lie. Baby, from January until now, it has been a shocking year.
Listen, every week, every other month, it is something that's just like, oh my God.
Right. So let's go ahead and just go month by month.
Okay.
Everyone, if we don't touch everything, like I said, it's been really just out of control. So February. Megan and Nicki Minaj.
Beef rekindled.
Beef rekindled. Now, everyone always says they don't know why Nicki and Megan have their back and forth, but Nicki alleges that there have been some things that went on behind the scene. Megan was trying to force her to drink when she knew that she was
trying to get pregnant.
Or either was pregnant, and she was telling her that she was not drinking. And then she just never really cared for her at that point. So then it just was just a lot of, behind the scenes stuff. After that point, they have been on odds.
And then Hiss dropped.
Hiss came. Hiss, to me, wasn't a good track. However, I feel as though that because of the fact that Nicki, you have to understand your power. When you give things certain attention, it can grow.
Yeah.
Because Nicki reacted the way she did,
Oh.
it allowed it to do very well.
So you think the song only did well because Nicki's response, not because it was a good song?
Yeah, because where is it today? Gone.
Same place as Bigfoot.
Because that wasn't a real song. It was a kiki.
It was.
Yeah, it was just like, you's a stupid hoe. That's not a real song.
I know you're dead, mama. Oh, you're dead, mama.
That was just a kiki. But she played at every concert.
Okay.
It was a successful tour. I mean, we were all dancing. So. But the thing is that she wasn't saying that. She wasn't bashing Megan's mother. She was taking what the boyfriend said. And everybody twisted that. Your boyfriend said that you lied to your dead mother. I'm taking it And I'm laughing about it. You lied on your dead mother. Everything that's come out each time has identified Megan as a liar. You even lied on Gayle King and then called Gayle King a B. That was
Gayle
very
King is a bitch.
well. You don't gotta
You
say
said
it
the
like
same
that.
thing about her when she started talking about Kobe when he died. I haven't
But
forgiven.
you don't gotta call Gayle King that. That was rude. It needs to be some type of respect.
There are
And
certain lines of respect. Again, when I say that women put women in situations, why did Gayle King feel like we came here to talk about a shooting and you're asking me who I gave my pussy to? That's none of your business. Me being shot was not because I fucked him. So why did you put me in this situation now to answer this question? We're supposed to be here to talk about my shooting and the case, but you want to know how many times we slept together. Were we having a sexual relationship? What does that have to do with the bullet fragment in my foot? Because we
that's
weren't
true.
fucking that night.
That's true. But her team should have prepared her for any and all things.
There
Set the
are
beef up for your team.
I mean, there possibly is a beef with the team, but there are also certain writers that a celebrity will give them. And then once that interviewer sit down, they'll go against that writer and say what they want and ask the questions. You can respond or you can walk out. You've seen people walk out of interviews with people before. A lot of times it's because they've asked them questions that they told them they didn't want to answer.
Correct. So it's her bad for not handling it correctly. You chose to lie.
I think that she was placed on the spot in a moment that it was a question that she
You
wasn't
chose to
expecting
lie. I don't like liars. So if you're a liar, that's you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
I mean,
I
again,
don't like.
I don't think that she should have
Right.
lied about it. I think she should have just told the truth and moved on.
Or you could have been like, no comment.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
would have
gotta
been like,
lie.
what does that have to do with this?
Yeah, you would have been like that. I would have been like, no comment. And that would have been that. You gotta. That's why media training is very important.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if you don't have the proper media training, you will end up looking like this.
I honestly think no matter how she answered that question, it still would have been a headline. Whether she said yes or no, she lied, told the truth, whatever it was, it still would have been giving
But
people something to talk about.
it's not anything about it being a headline. It's still her being a liar.
But does it change the fact that she was shot and he was found guilty?
No.
No. Then that's what mattered. The fact of the matter is that she got justice for what was done to her. Not that she got shot because she gave a boy some pussy.
No, it doesn't change the fact. But if I was a juror, I would have pointed that out. And we probably would have still
But the
been in
evidence
there.
is what got him found guilty. It wasn't whether Megan didn't take Megan's word wasn't the deciding factor of if he was found guilty. It was all the evidence, the things that led up, the phone calls. They have multiple recordings, even the ones that just dropped, talking about he was trying to set Megan up. Like,
Right.
there are multiple things they had on him. But I do agree that I wish she would have just stood in her truth. I absolutely agree with you.
Here's my thing. Because it could have went another way. It's just like when you say one lie, it can change
Everything is up for debate.
You see what I'm saying? That's the
I
only
absolutely
thing.
agree with you.
And so I don't like when people get confused on as to why they're being attacked or why people are saying, oh, XYZ. It's because you lied and you could prevent a lot of things if you just go ahead and be honest. So anyway, this whole Nicki Minaj and Megan thing started. She released Hiss. And what threw Nicki for a loop is when Megan hit her with that bar and she said that Megan's law.
You're mad at Megan's law.
That was fire. Everybody knows that Nicki has association with that because of the fact that her brother and her husband have something.
Are both registered.
They're registered, but her husband
Yeah.
isn't directly affected by that law. It's her brother. Because her husband never messed with children. It's her brother. So the thing is that Nicki got lined up with that, and that was a very clever
That
bar.
was a shot.
Yeah,
That was a shot.
that was out of
Look
control.
look at you as a barb. Look at you as a barb.
What?
Okay. Giving credit where credit's due. That was a shot.
Well, I mean, I'm into hip hop, so I have to keep it real.
Okay.
The song was cool, but his was cool, but it had just no replay value. It's not gonna go down as one of the top
It's
diss
not like
tracks.
us.
It's not like a
not like
Ether,
us.
like a Nas or something like that. It's gonna be replayed, like oh my God, it's not anything like that.
I got you.
Then
Because I still
Nicki-
play Hit 'Em Up.
Oh, now that is gonna be always played. Nicki released, like you said, Bigfoot. That was just a key it messed up because her original beat that she wanted to use was a beat that was created by Megan's in-house producer, Juju, and he did not approve it. So that messed her up, and she had to use a quick beat that did not flow with the energy of Bigfoot. Beats are very important when you have a song, and
Especially
if it
when it's
doesn't
beef.
match, when it's a beef, it has to be hard hitting. So whatever.
I agree with you. I agree with
His went number one,
you. Did.
and that was that was a slap in the Nikki's face, but it's whatever.
But you said Nikki helped, so it was actually a congratulations kind of Nikki if you said that. Her crash,
Not
because she
congr-
crashed out for
not-
like 7 days over that.
Not congrats to Nikki, but here's the thing: they need to. I'm the type of person I like to turn things, and I know how to I'm a sarcastic type of individual. I'll make it seem like I helped you. So I'll be looking like, oh, you're welcome. And I'll act a little delusional.
Yeah.
Even though I know I did, I'll be like, and
I didn't do no
I'll do it to
spins.
get under your skin. You could have turned
I
out
would have
like,
reposted
you're
and
welcome.
congratulated us.
Right. That's how you were supposed to do it. You're not supposed to be looking like
Crashing out all on live for 4 hours, 6 hours. Like, why did you?
I would look like you're
where
welcome.
was Nikki's team in February? Because it seemed like they just left her at home with Papa Bear.
Well, you have to understand she runs the ship. So when you are very like head be in charge, nobody can tell her.
There's no one around her to humble her, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily humble. I don't like the word humble.
Okay.
There's no one that can calm. Nobody can talk her off the ledge necessarily.
So when I say the word humble, I don't mean it in a way of like putting her in her place. It's more so of letting her know who she is. Like, you don't have to do all these things. Like,
That's
you
what I mean.
are.
Nobody can talk her off the ledge.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
She doesn't have that person to talk
She
her off
needs-
the ledge.
she needs a new circle now because she's been crashing out over the past year with her career, and it's not a good look. It's
Well, you
just
also
not.
have to understand when y'all say that, she'll then get her wins. You see what I'm saying? She just had an amazing tour. She's still relevant. She still has, opportunities presented to her. You guys will say,
Absolutely.
"Oh, she's crashing out. She's doing this," but she's not flying off the ledge, and then it's coming to an end.
No,
she
she has an amazing fan base. It's
Yeah.
never going to happen. That's
Right.
not going. Nicki Minaj will never not sell. She will never. She has a fan base that's going to follow her to her death. That is perfectly fine.
Right.
But the ones of us that are not necessarily Nicki fans that root for her are the ones that are sitting here like, why is she acting like that? Like, she's been in this industry for like these girls. Every girl in the rap industry right now literally names you as the person they look up to, and you're beefing with all of these girls in their 20s. Like,
But
grow up.
Who would you care about? Your fans or the people that's like on the outside? I don't care about what y'all saying. I care about those that support me.
But your fans also support other artists. And Nicki has it sometimes where she kind of aligns herself with either you on my team or you can't fuck with them. Like, you can't listen to them. There is no other artist but me.
Right, but listen, who would you care about? The ones that are feeding you your grapes? You get what I'm saying?
I got what you're saying.
Yeah, so I'm
But
not
that's
caring.
why you're in a situation where she needs a new circle. She needs to stop being surrounded by yes men and people that are not going to tell her the truth about herself.
Yeah, she don't care.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah,
but people like me looking at her legacy is like,
But y'all keep saying that. The only way she's gonna, the only way it can possibly hit her is if there's something where it's like a Wendy Williams type of
public
situation.
opinions of
You
people.
see what I'm saying?
Listen, again, her streams and her sales, she has her solidified. But public opinions about how people feel about you and the things that people say when you are not in the room matter.
It can matter. Like, we're about to get into something in a sense right now.
Okay.
Sort of. So, we're going to talk about, this is still 2024, guys. Jay-Z's speech at the Grammys. And this ties into something that she sort of wants and she doesn't get. And because of how she acts, she doesn't get it. Because the board determines if you
You're
can
voted
get
by your
the
peers.
Grammy. Exactly. So that's what Kevin is talking about, the public opinion of those type of things. So I get you on that point.
Yeah.
Now, Jay-Z's speech at the Grammys 2024 he called them out because they never award B for album of the year, and we know that she gives an amazing production. She gives it her all. She gives you variety. She gives you
Beyonce is her own genre of music.
her own genre of music, and she just never gets her full just due. They play in her face. They invite her every year.
Every year they play, but I mean, I can't really say they play in her face. I do feel like she does have some albums out there that definitely should have won album of the year over some of the ones that did. But she is the most awarded Grammy artist ever. She's the most nominated Grammy artist ever.
But that's playing in her face. They don't give her the top. They just give her enough, and then they give her this title. She's the most, but I don't have that top.
Yeah. I mean, I got what you're saying. That that album of the year is definitely
that's the silver tuna.
Yeah, it's definitely it's that one Grammy that for some reason has just been out of reach for her.
Yeah,
and
it's
I feel like that's
reason?
so crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's always about keeping Beyonce close enough to her greatness, but
that
always
word,
keeping her in
humbled.
check. But always keeping her in check.
So Jay said, "When I get nervous, I tell the truth." Hubby was going off, and he says, "Some of you don't belong in the category."
True.
Now, Jay was speaking his truth. Now, I want y'all to parking lot this because this truth, parking lot this was in February. Woo. So, now, Killer Mike, that this year, he wins Best Rap Album of the Year. Oh, excuse me, Best Rap Album, Best Rap Song, and Best Rap Performance. He was immediately arrested at the Grammys that year afterwards. What went wrong? What happened there? I don't know. I called the precinct.
Me too.
Yeah, we don't
free
play.
Mike.
Yeah, they told us to call and say free Mike, and he was actually freed. So they never told us what happened. Did you get a follow up?
From what I heard, is allegedly he went into an area and then he didn't have the proper credentials to get back in the area. And some of the people who worked there didn't necessarily know who he was. Because you got to remember, everybody does not know who rappers are. So even though he won that night, some of the people didn't still know who he was. So he didn't have the proper credentials. And then he started acting neurotic and they escorted him out. That's what I heard. But again, I wasn't there. It's all alleged. But I mean, he got out in less than an hour and he's still a 3-time Grammy winner, so congratulations, Killer Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. So then, so around this time, Ashanti and Nelly, they were performing in Miami, and we started to do the bump watch. The bump was in the oven. Ooh,
It's about time.
Wow. Look.
Oh, my God.
I know Nelly was happy he went across that stage at the Versus. Got his hug.
Okay.
Can I get a hug?
Because when we all saw that moment, we was all like, what is he doing?
Right.
Like, okay.
Because they had been broken up for a while.
Yeah. Miss Jackson. Okay.
Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
Was his boo. And, he finally went back home.
That's
to
crazy.
Shanti, and they've been smiling and cheesing on the timeline ever since. And I've been happy for them.
You know what? I can say that I can genuinely see the happiness in Nelly's face. So
Yeah.
I'm all for it. I was a little on the fence about it.
Okay.
I did not want Ashanti to take Nelly back. I felt like he played in her face for quite a few years. I'm happy if she's happy. I'm happy she has the baby. I'm happy she has the ring. She has the man that she loves. But I was not necessarily on board when I first saw them. I said, Ashanti, don't do that to yourself again, girl. Do not do that to yourself again. I am not a person that circles the block.
You wasn't for Cornell.
I was not. Okay. But now I'm overly enjoyed and I'm happy. And every time I see them, I think I watched their reality show. And to see Nelly's interaction with Ashanti's dad, that's what actually changed how I felt. Because he did the proper things when it came to wanting to be with him, wanting to be with her, had conversations with her dad and her family. And they're really connected. So,
what reality show, Kevin?
They have a reality show.
They do not have a reality show.
Yes, it was. Maybe they never released
the
it.
tape. What reality show?
Nelly and Ashanti have a reality show. It was like
reality
a little. They filmed the baby shower and stuff and put it out.
That wasn't a reality show. That was just some
whatever
BTS.
It was. I saw it.
Don't say it on my podcast.
No, it was.
It wasn't a reality show.
I thought they had one coming out. You might want to
maybe they have something filming coming, but they don't have anything.
Well, maybe the stuff I saw was behand the scenes.
Yeah, that was behind the scenes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
so they may have something in the works, but it's nothing like in stone.
There was a video. Okay. I saw the baby shower. They had like a whole video production from the baby shower. So maybe it was just like a special or something they did.
On E.T.?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that
saw
could have
that
been.
one.
Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe that's what I'm talking about then. Because I'm
No,
like, I
that's
know
what
I
you're
saw
talking
it.
about. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm looking like, what reality show? Because I know there's the reason why I said that, because they're super, super private. So I know that they're just not ready to do like roll that beautiful beam footage just yet.
No,
so
we ain't getting no Bobby and Whitney yet.
yeah, so but I did see the
Okay.
behind the scene
Okay.
footage. And then what they do is they partner up with Entertainment Tonight,
Okay.
ET, and then they go ahead and just let you know. And it was real beautiful.
It was
He was in a
gorgeous.
gold and she was in blue, I believe. Or was she in black?
I think
Were
she
they
was in blue.
complimenting each other, like
I think she was in
coordinating?
blue.
Okay, I remember that.
But I remember she also, I think she had 2 different parties though, because she had one at like a house, and then he did one in like a
He surprised
store,
her.
like a Tiffany store or Gucci store or something like that. I think. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay.
Yep, I saw that. Yep, the behind the scenes, and then he talked about it. Yep, because he went all out. It was the baby shower and then the birthday.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm excited now, but I
Yeah.
was on the fence at first.
I got you. All right, so March came. Whew, that's when things started getting crazy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. For Mr. Aubrey. March 22nd. Canadian bacon. Somebody named Kendrick. Kendrick Lamont. Isn't it Kendrick Lamont?
Kendrick Lamar.
Is his middle name Lamar?
Lamar. It's Lamar. Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know, because he felt like he went like a Lamont. Most Lamonts are crazy.
Most Lamonts I know are short too, so it would fit. I don't know no tall Lamonts.
I'm going to call him Kendrick Lamont. He's acting like a Lamont. Kendrick Lamont goes full attack mode on Future and Metro's Booming like that. And woo, it wasn't even his song, y'all. And it was upper. Like, everyone was like, oh, ish. Y'all, he denounced, that's when he, like, denounced the big 3. Like, he was like, the big 3, nigga, it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, boom.
Boom.
He went at Cole. And Cole said, no, my brother, I don't want no trouble. Y'all remember when Red Dad went to go help Red at Friday? Went to go help. Nope.
Let's get in the car.
That's
Told
how
you about
J.
coming over
Cole,
here messing with these folks.
That's how J. Cole did. He didn't want no problem.
Baby, he backed out that beef
He
in less
backed
than
out of that
24
beef.
hours. He said, I applaud them. I don't want no problems.
I don't want
I'm
any
good.
problems. And I'm not saying Jermaine Cole is ussy. I'm not saying that. But I just know that he does not want any problems with Kendrick Lamont
I feel
from
like
Compton.
J. Cole raps for niggas that hug trees. So I can understand why he didn't want no beef with.
But no, Cole gets down. Cole gets active. I'm not saying that he's, like I said, he's not always on his kumbaya. But at the end of the day, because kumbaya doesn't always mean that you're not with the smoke. Mm-hmm. It just sometimes means that you got to stay in your kumbaya.
Stay above the fray.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. However, he just didn't feel like going there because, you got kids and stuff. You don't want them to see you get,
mollywopped.
Or it look like you on Molly.
Okay, because Cole
Because sometimes you could get crazy.
Out of the big 3, Cole was definitely not winning. He was not. Yeah.
You don't know. I ain't gonna say that. No. Out of the big 3.
Out of those big 3, I don't think that Cole would have been the competition.
I'm not gonna say. I ain't gonna put that because look what Drake tried to do in Drake Law.
Oh yeah, I thought
Right.
Kendrick would have always won. I didn't think that Drake would have necessarily beat Cole either, but I don't think he would have came out on top. I think that Cole did the right thing by just stopping it, pulling out, and saying, "Y'all got it."
Like I said, I don't know because we've never seen what I'm saying, Cole, because he's never gone that dark.
Because he doesn't give me that type of artist that's like trying to be out here beefing like with other artists.
He's
like
just vegan.
Yeah.
So Kendrick Lamar showed them why you never want to bother people that don't bother people.
Leave
So
the West Coast alone, baby.
leave that boy alone. So then that happened. April comes around. Little Rod releases his lawsuit that shakes the table, darling.
Okay.
That Harlem shakes the table.
He said, "What?" I'm gonna fuck them up.
Little Rod lawsuit was real salacious.
Okay.
Darling, it said sex workers. The sex workers were identified as Young Miami, Daphne Joy. Daphne Joy is the baby mothers of 50 Cent. 50 Cent had a ball. 50 Cent was in the bed with his legs up, kicking in the air, giggling like a schoolgirl.
50 Cent is always ready to be messy. Always.
Ready. He was beaming with joy reading that lawsuit.
Baby,
I'm
do
talking
you hear
about
me?
he was on his back with his legs in the air kicking like a schoolgirl. You ever been reading like a book just like giddy? That, y'all, imagine 50 just happy and that smile. Y'all know that sinister smile he does. Just laughing.
That side crooked smile.
No, it was no, all just happy reading the tea on Diddy because he already don't like Diddy. And Diddy was doing his baby mother. To know your baby mother was
Allegedly.
doing to know your baby mother was doing a bisexual man. That is some good tea.
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
and now you know he's a troll.
yes. Yes. Heavy.
So then, Little Rod also mentioned Stevie J and Meek Mill in the lawsuit, and also it's rocked Meek Mill's world. Now Meek Mill cannot go on Twitter without being called Diddy's
Diddler.
Diddler's main thing.
Okay. Main side chick.
And Meek Mill is always on Twitter acting like if he doesn't see his mentions that are always in shambles.
Sometimes you just got to be like that. You got to live in your own little world. Cause
Have you ever
it'll
seen
drive
somebody
them
getting
crazy.
cooked on Twitter and they be acting like, what y'all doing?
All the time.
People be
Talk about some, I ain't scared. I'm going to stand on what I said. Yeah, deleted tweet.
he be like, yo, what y'all doing tomorrow?
In other news, I bought a house.
The
What?
mentions be like, it was Diddy house.
Like, was it
Everything
Diddy
he
house?
be saying, they be
Did you
cooking
pay with
him.
baby oil?
Oh my God. So then after that, oh, y'all, Daphne Joy took to her Instagram and tried to have the showdown with 50.
She lost. She lost.
50 in her, it was just a lot. So then, y'all, April was packed filled. It's 30 days in
Okay.
April. So it was long.
Long.
Young Miami never said anything. She was radio silent, but her eyes was real puffy. Saucy Santana, was he speaking for her? I can't really say because he's usually the one that will say little things for her, but he really
He was just
wasn't
saying,
saying
stay
too
off
much.
my best friend. Y'all don't know the story. Stay off my best friend.
She been through a lot.
She been through a lot.
Stevie J
Where
got
is
cleared
he?
because he wasn't the gay rapper. He wasn't the gay porn star. in it.
Where is Stevie J? Stevie J was around Diddy every day up until he got arrested. Where did Stevie J disappear to?
When shit get too hot, you gotta get out the kitchen, boy.
Well, allegedly, word on the street. I'm just gonna go on and say it, honey, since we're here. Allegedly, there was a snitch in the compound around Diddy leading up to his arrest. And word on the street is it starts with Stevie and ends with J. And that's why he's been disappearing lately, because they have him in protective custody. But that's what I heard on the street. I'm just putting it out there allegedly. I don't know. Stevie, if you out there and you can hear us, call us. Let us know that, it ain't true.
Not a Busby hotline. First of all, what streets was this?
The streets of Twitter. Everything happened on the X.
And I already told you I don't trust those streets, and all streets are not reliable sources. First of
True,
all, and I
true.
told you that Stevie
True.
is a Scorpio, and we
True.
are loyal. I don't believe that he ratted no Diddy out. But we shall see.
We
because 2024 was a tricky hoe.
Okay.
So we got to
Okay.
see 2025.
I need to see who is on the list of witnesses in 2025 when this go to trial, because they said it's going to trial.
Well, yes, it is. It is going to trial, so we'll see. Now,
Can I just say I don't think it's going to make it to trial?
well, we have to
And I'm just
see.
going to leave it there.
Well, God, hopefully, don't off himself, but we're
No.
going to see. Now, also in the month of April, the Cougars were out there with their
Ooh.
geriatric pooms.
Okay, with they pom poms.
No shade, because I am a geriatric girl too, 40 Club. However, Drea.
Is that my baby mama?
Drea had a baby with somebody in their 20s.
Okay.
Early 20s, too.
Early 20s with a check.
Jalen Green is her baby father. He was 21, 22.
And she's 42?
Nah, you rounded her. She just about to enter her 40s.
Oh, okay.
She was, I think, 39.
Oh, okay.
About to be 40 or 41. Yeah, she's early.
Okay.
And then Joey, or is her name Joy?
Joey, is that Lil Bow Wow baby mama?
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow baby mama?
Little Bow Wow and Future. She has two.
Oh. And now she got another one now?
Trayvon Diggs is her third.
So she got 3 kids with 3 different baby daddies?
Rich baby daddy.
Rich baby daddy.
Yeah, so that's what's going on with her. So they're both older girls, and they felt like they are preying on the younger men. But I felt like the younger men like to go with the younger dudes like older girls.
You know, we were just having this conversation. I told you I got me a little 24-year-old that's over there like, hey, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
How you doing?
See, the uncles even want the little young
Okay.
boys.
I ain't got no money for you, though.
That's sad.
Okay.
I'm a daddy,
I'm a daddy, but ain't no sugar.
What you guys, just lectures?
Okay. Give you some life. Okay, give you some life advice.
Yo, I'm crying. All right, so then Drake fights back.
Come out swinging.
In April.
He said, you won't diss my son.
He releases 2 songs. He came back with 2, y'all.
2. He
gave 2 tracks push-ups where he called Kendrick a pipsqueak.
Oh, and said he rapped like a slave.
And then he released a song called Tailor Made, which I was really vibing with. I'm mad that he pulled it, but he used AI. Sounded like Tupac. That shit was fire. Yo, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. And sounded like Snoop Dogg, which is 2 of Kendrick Lamar's favorite rappers. And everybody was like, that's disrespectful, cuz.
It is.
Which I didn't think it was, because if Kendrick did something like that, everybody thought it would have said it was creative.
Kendrick's from the West Coast.
So what? I don't care.
You don't let nobody come from another country and disrespect us.
Canada is literally America. Like, fuck out of here.
Try to go over there and see how they act.
I do go over there.
What you here for?
They don't do that. They embrace us. We pretty much used to go over there all the time.
You said they put us in braces.
They embrace. I used to get my $2 bills from over there all the time.
No, anyway. Canada's nice.
No, we always used to go over to Canada, but then they start implementing the laws where you got to have a passport and stuff. So.
Hello? Why all of a sudden we got to have a passport? We was coming over here just fine.
Passport. What's a passport?
It's a passport.
So then Kendrick went radio silent. May approaches. Everybody was beefing that month.
Okay.
Now, I'm talking about everybody and their mother was beefing.
I was beefing with the IRS.
And it was Mother's Day. You were?
Yeah, girl. I wanted my refund check. I still don't know where it is.
You still don't have it?
Girl, still don't. They talk about somebody intercepted it, but they didn't tell me who intercepted it. Talk about you'll get a letter. Girl, it's been a year. Still no letter.
Not an interception.
Okay, interception. Okay. Fumble.
Wow. That's crazy. All right, so May 4th, Kendrick drops his 4th diss, and it was a major one. This had all the hoods dancing, y'all. They not like us. They not like us. Oh, my God. Now, when you drop a diss track that's not just like, just going to be on like, on a diss level, okay, cool. This one that went to the charts, that's going to be played at the games, the clubs, in the middle of the mall.
Child, they had parties that Drake was going to enter in. They like, turn the music, Drake coming in. Like, dang, we was vibing to that.
Listen, DJs kept running it back.
Okay.
It was played at the gay clubs, right?
Must be A minor.
They were playing at the gay
clubs?
Yes,
listen, they play it everywhere.
They were playing it everywhere.
Because he is not like us.
It rocked the charts, y'all. It went number 1.
It's still rocking the charts.
It still went to the charts.
It's still there.
Y'all, he did not expect this song. This pretty much is a hit 'em up. This pretty much is a classic track.
Yeah.
It went bonkers.
This song will be talked about for years from now.
Yeah, it's a classic.
It is.
So that did what it does. it did what it needed to do. It positioned the West again. Kendrick has been winning since March.
Winning W.
I had to give it to him. I am OVO. However, he's been winning. Then JT and Suki. I don't even know how they have started to beef.
Okay.
That was just foolish.
They on line trying to figure out who the biggest hoe. I suck more dick. No, I suck more dick. Leave me alone.
That was foolish. Anita Baker dissed Atlanta.
She pissed aunties off.
The aunties
was pissed. Honey, they was out and they was taking off their little kitten heels. They was ready to whoop Miss Anita Baker ass.
Somebody said, no disrespect. Anita, you are not my auntie.
Okay.
You played yourself.
You will not be coming to the family reunion next year.
You will not be coming to the family reunion.
We do not need your body and soul.
Teachers on TikToks were losing their mind. It was a teacher in I believe, Maryland who decided to let the children play in his hair like he was Mario, braid my hair. But he wanted the kids to unbraid his hair because he didn't have time to unbraid it for his braid appointment. So he decided to utilize their service.
Yeah.
And the parents were highly mad, and people wanted to get him fired.
Social media just exploded.
I don't understand why he would even post it on social media. Things that you're not supposed to do shouldn't be posted. Would you agree? Kevin, if you're not supposed to do something, why would you post it? These people be robbing banks and posting.
Well, yeah, I definitely understand that. Stop snitching on yourself, okay?
That's what
Stop
we're trying to
going to people's
say.
houses to fight and recording it.
Right.
Stop stealing and recording it.
Stop doing unprofessional shit and recording it and then getting mad at us.
Stop
when we
building your own evidence. What's wrong with y'all?
Hello. That's the problem.
Down.
So you don't want us to have any type of say in what you're doing.
Right.
You want us to mind our business. Stop putting us in your business.
Hello.
Bars.
Because if I see it, I'm
going to say something.
Okay, let them know.
We see it and we judging you.
Hello.
Talking about something. We listen and we don't judge. No, I see it and I judge.
We listen, we judge, and we share. Girl,
yeah.
Did you see what's on?
Yes.
Girl, did you see it?
Talking about, I scroll and I don't judge. I scroll and I judge.
I scroll, I judge, and I screenshot.
And I share with the group.
I share with the group.
Yeah, stop doing stuff, teachers. Okay. Who even told y'all to be bringing stuff while you're at work?
Again, from what I knew or heard about the situation was the gentleman had the parents' permission to post the children on social media. He had posted them before. They had never been intimately touching his hair. I think that's where the issue came, is that they were touching his hair and people felt like it was inappropriate. But he did have signed waivers and permission from the parents of those children to utilize them on some of his TikTok stories. So it wasn't like he did it without the parents' acknowledge. They just did. People were more in an uproar that they were touching his hair. They felt like it was an intimate thing of him sitting there and having 4 or 5 girls unbraiding his hair.
But here's the thing. When he first uploaded the video, he said, let's stir the pot. Why would you say that?
I never saw what the video was originally uploaded. When I got to it,
so I'm telling you, that's what he said. You did something to stir the pot because people are addicted with going viral.
Yeah.
Because people want to get paid.
Yeah.
Right? So they do things to cause controversy so they can get what? A check. And so then when we start checking y'all ass, y'all start crying and act like y'all on suicide watch.
That wasn't the check he was looking for, huh?
Yeah. I wanted a coin.
Okay. Checking list all over the place.
Yeah, crybaby.
Well, the great thing is he was able to keep his job. He's learned from the situation, and I hope he never uploads another video with girls touching his hair again.
Yeah, people be stressed out when they be getting held over the balcony like Red did on 5 Heartbeats.
Oh, my God. Okay. Or like Michael did to the baby.
Blanket. Blanket. All right. Now, Shaq and Shawnee O'Neal had a situation.
I don't even know what their beef was about. Y'all been apart for all these years.
That book was crazy, though. Once you're in a new marriage, I don't think you should be talking about your old marriage.
Okay. Like, why are you still trying to make money off your ex-husband? Because your new one is... Never mind.
Your new one is
I'm not going to talk bad about the past.
The new one's looking for a viral sensation.
Okay, because every time I turn on one of his little sermons, I'm sitting there like, Pastor, say that from the pulpit now?
He's doing viral.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that said hush. Hush, tell her to hush.
He got that from old girl, though. What's her name? The one that's always singing everywhere. She don't like the gays. Older lady. She be telling people to hush, too, when she be trying to sing. I can't think of. Yeah, her.
Oh.
Yeah, her. Big bag. She don't like the gays, so she can go.
Now, Jim Jones was fighting at 50, or almost 50, in the
In the
airport.
But he won. He won.
That was that could have ended bad, but I didn't like what happened because there was an elderly and
The
a
elderly
fall.
person fell in front of him.
That was very detrimental. That could have been bad.
But the
for
person,
him.
I mean,
They jumped in at me and he had a book bag on.
Okay.
Why are you flying
Why is he flying commercial?
and fighting? That was a lot, and with braids. But
50 fighting with braids, flying commercial. Wow.
In Florida, you in the wrong state to be doing all of that.
Okay.
But thankfully, he didn't get any charges.
Well, good for you, Mr. Jones. Go ahead and make your way back up to Long Island or wherever you're from, baby.
He is from Harlem.
Wherever you're from.
Don't do
I
that
know
to
it was
him.
the East Coast. Shit,
Now-
ain't all them cities the same? You got
No.
Jersey, New York,
do that.
Harlem.
50 Cent sues his baby mother. You knew that was coming after she went to her story and tried to fight back. Now, when you have a rich baby daddy,
My rich baby daddy.
he will sue your ass.
He will.
You will?
And he petty. 50 Cent is petty. Didn't he sue, what's her name? From Love and Hip
Tiara
Hop.
Marie? Well, no, he has a right to because she owes him because she tried to sue him.
Because he posted her porn.
He shared it. He didn't post it.
Okay. It was still wrong.
Her
It was
dude
revenge
posted
porn.
it.
Yeah, it was revenge porn.
Right, but he just shared it and
He
she tried to
shouldn't
sue
have shared
him. You
He
shouldn't have
shouldn't have shared
recorded it.
You know what? Let me put my phone away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. P Star.
All right.
June is here.
Oh,
Happy Father's Day.
thank you.
Diddy.
Okay. Oh, Diddy the Diddler.
Diddy's back in Diddy. This was Diddy. Diddy owned a media outlet called Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
And Diddy has been in the news ever since 2023. Diddy has sold majority of the stake in Revolt shares, and the company said it will remain black-owned and operated.
Mm-hmm.
After that happened, Howard University
Howard
decided to give their money back. Give his money back. He had donated, $1 million after, all of his legal issues. They don't want his money. They don't want any association with him.
Oh.
Yep. So after
It's
the
so
abuse
weird.
and all of that. So.
It's so weird that they wanted to give the money back after the lawsuits were filed, but...
No, this is with the mounting abuse accusations.
Oh, this was before the tape was dropped.
This was in June.
Okay.
Yep, the accusations. Yep.
Okay.
Rihanna announced the Fenty hairline.
Give me an album, Rihanna. Please, please. The only industry I want to see you in is the music industry. Get in the booth.
She don't care about the money because look, her music is not even on platforms. Like, you know how you want to put a Rihanna song with your videos? Mm-hmm. You can't even stream.
Not unless you're on this on Spotify. It's on Apple Music.
Yeah, you can't even put it on like TikTok.
Like a song. Yeah.
I wonder, that girl don't care. She be like, "Oop, I forgot."
I mean, but she making plenty of money off streams. She's still one of the top streaming artists on Spotify, even though she ain't put out an album in almost 10 years.
July.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Simmons getting dragged for her gun clutch at the BET Awards, and then she also got into a tub filled with cookies.
She needs to learn to read a room or read a book. I don't know what the fuck wrong with her, but why would you bring a gun on the red carpet knowing your baby daddy got killed with gun violence? And I think it was just like a shooting like a day or two before. We was all sitting there like...
And then her boyfriend is associated with, like, gun violence.
Okay. Too. And then the cookies, like, ruined all them goddamn Oreos for no reason. I was mad.
She loves her pastries.
I ain't mad at her. She need to take them back to the feet.
Oh, Diddy's mom, Janice Combe, had been hospitalized due to chest pains.
Because she knew her name was coming up in one of them lawsuits, baby.
No, it's because of them sons. Y'all, the boys stress out the moms.
The mama been there every step. Her name is listed in one of these lawsuits. She know. She just went ahead and started pretending to be sick before her name rolled down so they can go ahead and be like, well, don't mess with Miss Combs because she old.
Rumors started to swirl that Cardi was expecting her third child again with Offset.
Yay, congratulations to another baby born in hell of a matrimony.
She loved her some Offset.
Okay.
That was early in the year because, now she on her fuck up baby daddy stuff. But around that time...
Didn't she fuck somebody while she was pregnant with the baby?
Oh, around this time, June,
Oh,
July.
yes.
Ooh,
That's when it dropped. Because
around that
Offset said,
time.
you ain't going to tell me you fucked him while you were pregnant with the baby. We said,
Oh,
and Cardi said, I did. You mad because I got my lick back? I said, ooh.
was this with or without glove?
Well, I mean, she was already pregnant, so do it matter? And like he could have knocked her up.
It does because STD. You know what? Don't ask those questions on my podcast. Y'all be nasty. Y'all is nasty. Ugh. Anyway, though,
No glove, no love.
August came and Cardi confirmed what we already knew. Like I said before, why am I pausing that long? Why did I have that long ass pause?
Like I said before, dot, 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 dot.
Because it'd be a lot of bullshit with Cardi and Offset. Like
Listen,
I said before,
they got about 2 more lines and we're off of them.
I'm not posting about divorce when it comes to them until it's actually official. And you know, she did it on August 1st because August 1st was like the beginning and all of this stuff. And child just had a baby because we ain't getting no album. We ain't getting
She said 2025 is her year.
whip shots.
Wait, in 2020, she said in 20, the 21 was coming. Then it was 22, then it's 23, then it was 24, so now 25.
I
We're
love
getting
you,
the album in
Barty.
25.
I love you, Barty. Whenever you drop, I'm going to tune in, though. I'll rock with you.
But no, the 2 songs she did drop this year, Enough, that's still my shit.
And that's it.
Classy and a cunt. Okay.
That's all. That's it. That's all. Now, Young Miami have finally spoke out on her relationship with Diddy on her podcast, Carisha Please. I'm glad that she, you know, did speak out and, you know.
I like how she did it. She had a saucy interviewer.
Yeah, I liked it. And I'm glad that she came looking very classy. She looked mentally healthy and she was in a good space. She said she was going through a lot. I can just imagine because it seemed like, you know, you get with a particular guy, you think that they're about to like possibly level up your career and then everything just comes to an end. It's like, it feels like with women, sometimes when we get with a particular guy, you think like you've made a good decision. And then it's like egg on your face because it's like the wrong decision.
I kind of feel like we've been around long enough to hear whispers about Diddy. Whether it was true or it wasn't true or any of those things, we've heard whispers about the person that Diddy was for years. So I kind of feel like anyone who would associate themselves with somebody who already on the outside has kind of a negative connotation that people say about them is kind of setting themselves up for what they end up getting. Like,
But I didn't think it would be this type. This is the worst. This is the worst that he's ever jailed, my nigga.
so what happened was is they allowed Diddy to get away with all the stuff until it was beneficial for them to take it, use it against him, and put him in jail. That's they've known for years. People know they built the case against him. They just wanted to decide when once he started going after that liquor money and that liquor company.
Yeah,
That's when they said, all right, we got him.
yeah. I mean, you and I, we discussed this, and I feel like, you know, once all of that stuff started going on with the whole the Joker, you know, him saying, "Oh, y'all can't stop me from doing this. Y'all can't stop me from doing that."
His power.
But she was kicking it with him well before then. She, you know, didn't know all of this stuff was about to start going on.
I don't think that she knew that the empire was about to crumble, but I think she knew what
Yeah.
was going on inside the empire.
No.
Okay.
Me personally, I don't think that because you also have to understand that, like most people said, he changes his name. He changes his personality and persona each time. He gets a new
That would
identity.
scare me. That would scare me if every time I meet you, you're a different bitch. Scare me. If I met you today, you candy. Next week, you like I would.
No,
be scared.
but I sort of do that in a sense because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's like you have to reinvent because you want to start fresh in a sense. There's nothing wrong with that. You should want to reinvent. You shouldn't want to just have that same persona each time because you do need to reinvent yourself.
I mean, you can
because
have growth
it's like
and still be candy.
But then I would like to change and have a new type of like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, okay, my brands. They all are connected, but they're all different entities. And it gives me excitement.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I'm saying that. But with him, he changes to probably de-shell and become like a
He's a
new
snake.
being.
that is shedding his skin. No, okay? He is a snake that is shedding his skin.
You can look at it in that way, but he probably was saying, okay, love. That was his new thing, right? He wanted to be in a new space. Love. Okay, now Carisha. He was entering a space of my youthfulness, my fun. What's up? We're connecting. We've lost a person. We both lost, a person. That's what they said they connected on. We have a good time. He probably didn't let her get deep
into some of the things he was no longer doing. Maybe he's grown from that person. He's no longer doing it.
Right, but that too. But I'm saying, like, remember how she said that she never saw that side?
Yeah.
You know how K. Michelle was saying that Memphis, that's his name? Memphis. He jumped on chicks and did that. And then Toya said she never saw that side. People, are
people
different.
Change.
Yes, you have to allow people to change. So that's what I'm saying about Carisha probably had
by the time she got around Diddy,
right,
he wasn't necessarily in the same headspace he was 10 years ago when he was dating Cassie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's 54. That's a huge age gap.
Yeah.
They start losing their smoke.
Absolutely.
He was on fucking Friday by the time she met, smoking weed, calm, doing all of that. Cassie, that was a whole different era.
So the way that I look at is kind of like what you said. I will always look at it as a snake who was shedding his skin. He's done quite a few things.
A snake.
He did quite a few things as Puff Daddy that he wants to remove himself from. So he changed to Diddy.
Right, but you can look at it as a snake, but some people look at it as like evolution, like a different, like I'm evolving. You know what I mean? Some people can look at it as a transformation. You're looking at it as a snake because you don't have, you don't rock with him.
No,
right.
It's just a.
But
concept.
You're looking at as in a negative way. A snake. Nobody wants to be compared to a snake.
You want me to say he's a deer who's shedding his antlers?
No, I mean whatever you want to say.
Well, the reason that
the
reason that I compare him to a snake is because of the things that have been alleged that he's done. That's snake activity, holding blackmail over people's heads, forcing them into sexual activities and stuff like that. That's snake activities. That's literally snakish.
Right. Yeah. That's how you would like to describe it. You are saying that from your mouth. That's your opinion. And that's fine. But to me, I'm saying, I just look at, for when she met him, he was just in a different space. Yeah. So she probably didn't see, like she said, she didn't experience that. He didn't, everybody was saying,
I can't remember the last time Diddy was throwing white parties. I can't remember the last time Diddy was really, throwing parties like he used to. So I do agree with you. I do think that a lot of things that he did, pretense, are not necessarily things that he's living now in his 50s, but that does not neglect the things that he's done that he should be held accountable for if they are true.
That too. And then also I think that certain women bring out certain things or I'm just not going to try it with this certain woman. Like, I just don't know. Like,
you think that he wouldn't have hit? You think that he knew that Miami had some people in her background that, baby, you put your hands on Miami, you might disappear.
She from Miami.
She from Miami.
She got people from Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can definitely I can contest to that when you have, Cassie, who didn't necessarily have the same background as Young Miami. Young Miami grew up in Dade County. Okay?
Exactly.
So I definitely understand that. But I also, when it comes to the whole Diddy thing, and it
was I feel like it was fun.
Yeah.
They weren't as locked in.
I feel like she was just having a good time.
They both were just having a good time, and then that was it. Now, say if she elevated to a baby mom, it can change the whole energy. You know what I mean? Where it can turn turbulence. She can be like, I didn't know this was him. Holding the eye. We never know because they never got to that point. So
yeah, we haven't gotten into the full details of what the Marshawn know. Ain't that his first baby mama? Marshawn? Ain't that you said her name?
No, Misa.
Misha? Oh, okay.
Misa.
Oh,
Misa. Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't heard from her either.
Yeah, so
I know she know where somebody's buried.
Yeah, because she's the ride or die one. So JT released a mixtape called City Cinderella.
JT's coming. JT coming. JT.
I loved it.
I did too.
That was my joint.
I will tell
She
you, I
did
was
very
not,
well.
I was not expecting it. I was not expecting to enjoy it. I was not
Right.
I listened because I was like, all right, everybody's talking about it, but I actually genuinely enjoyed her project,
Yep.
and
So
I'm
I'm happy
kind of
for
looking
her.
forward to what she does in 2025. As long as she continues to stay above the fray and not get into the beef with your fave.
As long as I think she's gonna ignore her. They're both similar. Both Sages. And she's also seen what, when you're
Can come
familiar,
from it.
huh?
Can come from beef with Nikki.
Not come from it, but also when you're familiar with how somebody operates, you can already see it. Like, all right, I already know what's gonna happen. Let me just fall back.
Let me just move this way.
Yeah.
I'm definitely with you on that.
Or probably picked up the phone.
Okay.
Because sometimes we don't know everything. You know what I mean?
I think a lot of things can be solved with an actual phone call and actual conversation
Yeah.
instead of going on social media and typing 130 characters and hoping somebody understands how you feel.
Yeah. So just pick
Yeah.
up the phone because a lot of times it be fan bases.
Yeah, it's definitely because even with the whole his thing, even though we've already talked about it, we didn't pick a lot of the fan base is the ones that picked up on that line first. Because
Yeah.
I listened as long and didn't pick it up. Then when people start saying, I'm like, Megan's Law. So I Googled it and said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always the fan base is the ones that bring it to the forefront and then boom.
Right. Now, I'm going to skip over these because I don't really care about them too much in that month. Oh wow, Marcus Jordan, his son. Well, he's the son of Michael Jordan, and he went viral on Twitter because he was caught skiing, and that's pretty much where you are sniffing white substance, aka the white girl.
A little twin.
And then also he was in another image enjoying a blunt while in France. So he's just been in the news a lot. And I'm just like, Marcus, he was messing with Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
What's
I'm
that?
like,
Damn, what's that damn?
Larissa Pippen.
Oh.
And they were supposed to get
She
married.
looks like Lil' Kim. I mean, Kim Kardashian.
A little bit of both of them.
Yeah.
They be messing with their face now. A little bit of both of them. Then Cash Doll announced that she was single on social media, and she'd been outside ever since.
She's a baby mama. She won't child support.
But you know what? Cash keep a bag.
Cash do keep a bag. I ain't mad at her.
I ain't mad at
But she
Cash
need his
keep a
bag. She got 2 kids.
She got more.
She need his bag.
I think she was.
He still should help. I do not care if a woman makes more money than a man. You help make this baby. You should help take care of it.
No, I'm pretty sure that he does because in one reference she was just like when they got robbed. It was like some type of robbery or home invasion. She was like, my kid's dad was. So I'm pretty sure he's still around. Yeah.
He shot at him or something. Got him out the house. Yeah, I remember.
I'm pretty sure he's still in the mix. But I'm just saying, as far as she still can hold it down. Cash Doll. How I like to describe her is like she's very Hollywood ghetto fab. I just love her aesthetic.
I know a lot of girls from the Midwest that Cash Doll represents.
I love it.
I live for her. She represents a lot of my.
She's very Detroit.
She represents a lot of my cousins, a lot of my first cousins, second cousins, my sisters. They are bougietto.
Yeah,
they will be Fendi from head to toe, but baby, they will pop you in your mouth.
Yes. I just love Cash Doll. She's very like
I do. She represents
hood, but she gives like she's gonna have
the
an LV bag, a Birkin, and then I just love it.
I feel like she would have like Roman noodles in the bottom of the LV bag. Like she is not a bag. She is
very
not a
relatable.
I got some Tupperware in my bag. I'm gonna take some of this to go. You take leftovers, Cash Doll?
Cash, and she's back doing her tour and everything. Okay. So shout out to Cash Doll. Now, Nelly was 49 at the time of this. His birth name, of course, is Cornell Haynes II. He was arrested in possession of 4 ecstasy pills and not having insurance. This was back in...
You too rich to be driving around not having insurance.
August.
I can understand ecstasy pills, but why you ain't got no insurance, my brother?
I said, what is going on with Nelly? And everybody, of course, wanted Ashanti to dump him. I said, that's why y'all single.
First off, 2 of those pills was for her.
Shanti, you know you don't do no drugs over
We love
here,
you,
please.
Shanti. I'm just talking shit. That's your man.
But I don't understand why y'all resort to breaking up so fast. That's why y'all are lonely.
Okay.
Y'all don't give up on y'all married. These people are in a union. She is married. She just had a child. No one
Okay.
is leaving.
I know
Sorry.
people that was in full-blown relationships with crackheads. Okay? Putting them in and out of rehab. They not leaving that man.
Y'all be staying with y'all man for less and they don't even provide. Y'all
That is
talking about
okay.
some leave.
Okay.
For what? Why is she leaving? What's
Baby,
going on?
they will stay at a job that don't fully pay their bills, but they
They
worried
will
about
stay
her
at a
leaving the
job
man.
with no benefits.
Okay. But they worried about her leaving her man.
Why? I was looking like, why are you saying leave?
Huh?
What did he do to her?
He got arrested. Oh,
She
my
should
God.
be supporting him. What
How dare
happened?
you date a man that got arrested and you at home pregnant with his baby? Like, it wasn't no bitch in the car. You know what I mean?
He was at the casino.
Ecstasy was a pill, not a lady.
It was confusing.
It was very much so to me. Like, I just think that people, and again, I was not on board, so I think that people are always, when it comes to Nelly and Ashanti, like, all right, bitch, escape. Because again, we felt like he played in her face for a long time, and then the way that they broke up and the Miss Jackson thing, it pissed a lot of us
He
off.
didn't play in her face though.
To us, as her fans,
I don't recall. I was a fan too. I don't
they
understand.
was together
How was
for
it
all
not?
those years, never engaged, never got married, but then he got Miss Jackson. All of a sudden, he put a ring on her and they engaged. We all sitting there like,
But how do you know that because she was very career driven and career focused.
I can just
And
go
then
based
she
off
also
what
had, look, you have to understand that Ashanti doesn't come from a loose unit. She was pretty much like a bee in the sense. She has a very tight unit.
Yeah.
She has a mother and a father that's in her life.
And
She's not
her
making
sister
decisions.
and-
Yeah. She's not making decisions alone. She has a Mama Tina too.
Okay.
Right. So they're moving with her. They're probably in her ear as well, like, do you think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nelly probably looking like, hey, I need somebody that probably got a little bit of freedom, eat them. You know what I mean? And so it probably was a mutual agreement. I also heard, Shanti, this is what I just heard. Y'all together now.
Allegedly.
That she was the one that stepped out too.
Ooh.
So it was a lot of stuff that was going on.
Was she getting her lick back though? Because I'm a bitch that believe in getting my lick back.
I don't know if it was necessarily a lick
Okay.
back, but I heard that she was just the one that was just like, yo. And then they broke apart, and then that's why they came up. I feel like if it was something that he did that was really, really bad, they would have never
reconnected.
That's what
I
I'm
absolutely
saying.
agree with you. I think that the love was never lost. I don't think there
Right.
was ever a moment where they didn't necessarily care about each other. I just think that they couldn't. Yeah.
Right, because the family brought the father locked back in, the mother,
Quick.
because her sister, that dude that did what he did to her
Yeah.
sister, he could never slow. You saw what he did? He could never come back. So,
Death penalty.
right. Now, back in the same month, the game confirmed that he was expecting a baby.
Okay.
He cleared the air that it was twins, and he never confirmed who the baby mother was. So he kept us guessing until later in the year. So we're going to tell y'all who it was once we get there. Everybody was just like, who is it? Who is it? Men always confirming they got a baby on the way. Or maybe they don't confirm. They just pop it with the baby. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So then, Bow Wow baby mama, future baby mother, yes, it's one woman, Joy Chavez, confirmed that her and the new baby daddy, Trayvon Diggs, are no longer together, but they are going to raise the healthy baby that they welcomed. So they're going to co-parent.
So she has 3 co-parenting parents. Congratulations!
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Listen, is she trying to collect is she trying to collect the rings? Like, what's she trying to do? How many more she want?
Not collect the
I mean,
rings.
is she trying to get a starting 5? Like, shit. She get one more baby daddy. Okay, one more, Jovi, one more.
Now the Olympics. Shout out to Simone Biles. She earned her 8th Olympic medal with the Team USA. They did amazing.
I love Simone
this year. So they won the gold in the women's team final, making Biles, who competed in every event, the most decorated U.S. Olympic gymnast in history. So congrats to her and the Team U.S. women's.
Congratulations. Come on, I love to see black excellence.
I do too. Now, also Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes.
She got her
Even though they
first
tried
gold.
to play her, baby, congratulations. They tried to play in your face.
Heck, she got her first gold in the relay.
She got her gold in the relay, but she should have gotten it as an individual. She should have both.
But for her to come back, her bounce back, and
her bounce back was everything.
Through adversity, she was able to stick it out, and that side look in the relay.
Okay, when she turned back and looked at him like, huh, see ya.
Gary, Is it
Okay.
Sha'Carri or Sha'Carri? Girl, I know
Sha'Carri.
I know you care about how we say your name. So how say it?
I think it's Sha'Carri.
Yeah, Sha'Carri
Yeah.
Richardson. So shout out to you, Mama.
Yes. Come on.
Now, Maya revealed that she had been celibate for 7 years. Maya had just been a lot with Maya. For Maya to be that gorgeous, it just be a lot. She married herself, 7 years celibate.
Wait, I thought she married somebody else now. She married to herself?
She had married herself before.
Oh.
And then she went to 7 years celibate. I just wouldn't know. I wouldn't think that Maya would just have that much.
Oh, she's a vegan. Ain't that what you said earlier? She's a vegan.
No. I said that Drake was vegan because Cole was vegan because he don't want no
vegan.
beef.
Yeah.
What is Maya?
She didn't want no beef neither. Clearly, she was celibate.
7 years. What's the longest you've gone without sex? 2 hours. All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
I'm currently at 11 months, 9 days.
You are lying.
I haven't had sex since January.
You self-please.
Oh, that count?
Yes.
Oh, well, bitch, this morning. Don't shake my hand.
I didn't. You're nasty, man. Oh, my God.
I'm just playing. I don't even use my hands.
What do you use, your feet?
I got a machine.
That's crazy.
I'll send you a picture of it later.
I don't want to see it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Anyway, so Maya, so you said that she's married? You heard?
I think she got married or she has a boyfriend.
Oh.
She's in a committed relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, she was just on the tour. I went and saw them. The SWV.
Oh, yeah, I heard it was good. My friend went. They said it was wonderful.
Oh, my God. That was the best $50 I ever spent on Groupon.
Oh. Chitlin circuit. All right. So, oh, God. Well, this was the attempt that Kamala, she was doing her run, and they said that she had turned the elections into the BET Awards, and that's when she brought Megan Thee Stallion out to do her little 1-2 shake her tails. See, y'all, 2024 was off the chain, y'all, right? This is your girl, Candy Hustle, and thank you for tuning in to Dope Chick with Ambition podcast. Mwah.